Chapter 20, The Council of the Changeling Queens. Dirtha led Darrell and Zella into the great banquet hall and motioned for them to sit. "Please sit here while I go and bring your breakfast." They sat down at one of the long wooden tables. The hall was wide and high, and there was in it that strange stillness which belongs to old places, places that have seen kings, wars, feasts, betrayals, and long winters, and have remembered them all. When Dirtha had gone, Darrell looked about him and said to Zala,
I have not learned much about this place, but the magnificence we see speaks of a long and impressive history. Have you heard about it?
Zala nodded. This fortress was built long ago as a retreat for the Dark Elf Empire, Lorganath. Before Darrell could ask more, Dirtha returned carrying a large tray. Upon it were clay bowls filled with quarsh, the particular stew of the changelings, along with cups of mead, a plate of cheese, and several small loaves of bread. Darrell found he liked the quarsh. It reminded him of a bean stew he'd eaten as a child when visiting his grandmother. Zala, however, seemed to prefer the cheese and bread. Darrell took a drink of mead and asked,
Do you know about the queens who are to arrive?
"We met Queen Rithan," Zala replied, "and she told us of her mother, Queen Stura. The other queens I do not know." Darrell leaned forward.
We should find out soon, but have we made any plan of how to warn them? The demons who captured the princess are ready to continue their war against our world. Then we can keep them from freeing their Lord Forgan.
At this, Zella grew very still. Darrell had come to recognize that look. Her eyes did not close, yet somehow she seemed to withdraw from the room. She had gone, as he privately called it, into dragon mind. "We must consider something," she said at last. "The changelings may not think of the demons as we do. We see them as evil, but what if the changelings consider men evil?" Darrell frowned. Zala continued, "I have an idea. When we are gathered together, I will ask what they think of Lord Forgan." Darrell had not considered that the changelings might regard Lord Forgan as a good king.
But when they hear of the testimony of Queen Rafan,
He said,
how could they think Lord Rafan and his followers are good?
"Remember, Darrell," said Zala, "changelings do not think like you." Darrell was about to ask her of the famous battle of Brithwithna, fought long ago between the changeling races and men, when there came a low blast from a long horn.